please just declare it.
And they ask you these questions that I know they already know. So this is not a question of I'm trying to get the information from you. I'm just trying to verify if you're actually talking the truth to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of thing. So it's, I mean, they can push a button and they can pretty much get anything these days. I mean,
that's it.
It's actually so easy. Open as a real icebreaker. You see on a lot of social media, you see all these posts of non-regulated, SARS can't pick me up. So I think in the new, I'm going to ask this question, but kind of, what would you suggest to any person dealing in crypto? Will SARS pick them up? Is the risk on them that they will get audited and that SARS can actually find their transactions?
My answer is please just declare it. SARS is 100% focused on this area. They know how much is invested by South Africans in crypto assets, cryptocurrency, crypto assets, same thing. And they're getting sharper. I mean, we're seeing audits come all over the place. Just this year, I recently saw an over 10 million rand audit, penalties of 125% being levied. They're very much focused on this, and what they see is a lot of these misconceptions from taxpayers. Firstly, it's not taxable until I've withdrawn it, which is wrong. It doesn't involve money. Wrong. A good example is if I'm a Ferrari salesman and you offer to pay me instead of money, but in a house, and I say, yes, pay me in the house instead. I haven't found the ultimate tax loophole. That house still has a monetary value, and SARS can audit from any direction. It's not just that we have automatic exchanges of information from other revenue authorities and financial institutions if you happen to be using an offshore bank account, but it's also that SARS can reach out to those foreign authorities and have them audit you or provide SARS with that information on request, or even collect from you by force if need be, and then pay that over to SARS. We recently saw this audit exercise take place on SARS request from the Irish Revenue Commissioners with Airbnb. South African Airbnb owners renting out the property. SARS reached out to Ireland. Ireland reached out to Airbnb. The information went the one way and then to SARS, and they got notified. It's also lifestyle audits that SARS can use. If you're somebody who's vocal on social media about your trades, that is, funnily enough, very much picked up. We've seen it time and time again. And another avenue, something that made the news last year, is SARS can also reach out to the platforms themselves. It reached out to all of at least the 12 major platforms in South Africa and obtain taxpayer information directly from there. If you're somebody who's had crypto in South Africa, the chances are SARS already knows about you. Not to say that they're going to see every non-compliant taxpayer as an issue. Sometimes it's not worth the collection effort, but 100% loading you on their risk engine. And then there's the last aspect of this, which is a fishing expedition, almost. You could think of it as, if you really wanted to, and this is something that has happened. You don't make any disclosure of crypto in your tax return. Well, SARS may still ask you about your crypto. They've done this, at least I've seen it a handful of times personally, and I've seen it written about many other times, where they ask you, why do you have crypto? And you think to yourself, but I haven't put crypto in my returns. They're asking just in case, they've caught you. Again, it's that analogy. But if you lie, or if you lie by omission, you don't say anything at all, those are criminal offenses. And if you're found wanting, if you're found to have actually not just had crypto, but inadvertently had a liability, you are guilty of a criminal offense. The question is then whether SARS is going to refer you to the NPA. And the point here is not to scare anybody. The point is just to elaborate on what's happening. A lot of people think that SARS can't find them in crypto, but the thing is it's more exposed than ever before.
I think you've touched so many important points there. I try to obviously rewatch again and just kind of recollect it as well. But I've resonated with so many of the points that you made in our practice as well that we see. Something like, I mean, you know, probably as well, but like property also get audited a lot. And they ask you these questions that I know they already know. So this is not a question of, I'm trying to get the information from you. I'm just trying to verify if you're actually talking the truth to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of thing. So it's, I mean, they can push a button and they can pretty much get anything these days. I mean,
that's it.
It's actually so easy. So yeah, I think I agree with you. I mean, it was more a question of getting the answer from you, but it's really, I think it's really important to rather declare and rather get the best advice and declare it properly, and save tax by declaring it properly than not declaring it and creating a criminal case for yourself.
Well, it's actually very amusing. Just off your point, Jasper, you're 100% correct. They already know. Sometimes when they're auditing you, and the difference between a verification and an audit, you know when you're being audited, right? So when they audit you, they tell you, sometimes we already know, but the amusing thing is they ask you if you can use the voluntary disclosure program for amnesty. So if you should have disclosed something and you didn't, you can VDP.
Yeah.
The problem is once SARS has notified you that they're looking at you, that VDP is no longer voluntary, so they're rejected anyway, and now they have all of your information.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. So yeah, I think it's rather be careful, rather declare and make sure that you can rather declare and make sure you declare as and deduct as much as you can than not declare.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.